Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com. In this video, we are going over the practice questions for risk management knowledge area. Now, if you would like to read these questions and then answer them, I have an article for you as well. First link in the description will take you to the article. Also, second link in the description will take you to a playlist that contains every single video that we have done on risk management knowledge area. Also, third link will take you to a playlist that contains answers to some of the questions that we received on risk management knowledge area. So 1, 2, 3 important links, check them out. Let's get started with the practice questions. All right, question number 1, decision tree analysis is a type of. So what is decision tree analysis? Is it a risk response strategy? So if you have a risk in your project, do you respond to that risk with decision tree analysis? B, a subset of EVM technique. A subset of EMV technique. What are these two? Let me know in the comments if you know, by the way. Or D, a quantitative risk analysis and modeling technique. Now we have a video on decision tree analysis already, and if you have gone over it, if you have gone over the article, you already know the correct answer is that decision tree analysis is a quantitative risk analysis and modeling technique. So a simpler question, if you know about decision tree analysis, you don't have to think much about this question. Question 2, you are purchasing insurance for your project equipment considering how this is a long-term project. What type of risk response is this? So you are working on a long-term project, and since it is going to last for maybe 2 years, 3 years, it is a long-term project, you are purchasing insurance for your project equipment. So what type of risk response is this? Is it acceptance? Is it mitigation, transfer, or avoidance? The correct answer is transfer, because you are transferring the risk on your project equipment to the insurance company by purchasing insurance. So pretty straightforward again. And if you have gone over the risk response strategies, this should have been an easy question. Question number 3, as a project manager, what is the first action you would take as soon as you realize that an unidentified risk has materialized? A lot of keywords in this question. I'll go over them once we look at the options. Rework on the risk register to better uncover other such unknown risks. Create a workaround. Inform the senior management about this. Inform the customer about possible consequences. Now, the first thing to understand here is that all four options are correct, right? All four are actually something you as a project manager should do. So that is why it is important here to understand and mark the keywords in this question and try to find out what this question really is trying to ask. So as a project manager, what is the first action? This is a keyword here. What is the first action you would take as soon as you realize that an unidentified risk has materialized? This means this risk is not present in your risk register. So if there is a risk which is not present in your risk register and it materializes, that means it has already occurred. What is the first action that you should take? What is the first thing that you should do? So if that happens, will you go back and rework on your risk register? I don't think so. There is a risk which has already materialized. So you need to do something about the risk. Create a workaround. A good option here would be to create a workaround. Option C is inform the senior management about this. And option D is inform the customer about possible consequences. Now, the problem with these two options is the fact that when you go to senior management or the customer and tell them about the materializing of an unidentified risk, they are going to ask you about your next steps. So the first thing that you should do here is to create a workaround, because that is your next step when an unidentified risk materializes. So like I said in the beginning, all four are correct options. You should do all four of these if an unidentified risk materializes. But the first thing that you should do is to create a workaround, so that when you go to your senior management, you tell them that you have a workaround about this risk. You have a workaround to treat this risk. When you go to the customer and explain the possible consequences, you tell the customer that you have a workaround already in place and he should not be worried. After that, you should definitely also rework on your risk register and see if something changes. See if you can uncover more such risks which are not part of your risk register. So all four are correct options, but the first action that you would take is to create a workaround, because the risk has materialized. Your house is on fire. All right, question number 4. You have used a risk analysis tool that models your project risks by running simulations that calculate random outcomes and probabilities. Important. I think one thing to understand here is that this first sentence is actually a definition. So what is this tool called? So this is the definition of the tool that is being asked in the question. The options are EMV analysis, Monte Carlo analysis, Delphi technique, brainstorming. We've recently done a video explaining the difference between Delphi technique and brainstorming. That was one of the questions that came to us as from one of our viewers. So if you have gone over that question, you already know these two are not the right answers, because the definition here is that what the tool does is the tool models your project risks by running simulations that calculate random outcomes and probabilities. This is the definition. You can remove risks here and you can put in something else as well, but the definition won't change, because this tool, what it basically does is it runs simulations that calculate random outcomes and probabilities. This tool is basically the Monte Carlo analysis. This is the tool that is used to calculate random outcomes and probabilities. Question number 5. How should you not respond to a positive risk or opportunity? So positive risk or opportunity, they are basically the same thing. So how should you not respond to them? Not is the keyword here. Transfer, exploit, share, enhance. What would you not like to do if you have an opportunity in place? Would you transfer it? Would you exploit it? Would you share it? Would you enhance it? You will actually do three of these, but not the fourth, because this is not something that you would respond to when an opportunity knocks the door. And the answer is transfer. Why would you transfer your opportunity to someone else? You can exploit it. You can try to see how you can uh, increase the chances, the probabilities of the positive risk or the opportunity to materialize. You can also try and share this so that you can bring in a new partner and you can kind of make sure that the opportunity does materialize. You can enhance it as well. You can try to see what can you do from your end to enhance the chances of the opportunity materializing. But will you ever transfer an opportunity? That is not how you will respond to a positive risk or an opportunity, and that is why this is the right answer. An important reminder here, the fourth link in the description is going to take you to a playlist that contains every single video that we have done on PMP practice questions across all knowledge areas. So check that out. Very important playlist if you're looking for some practice questions. Smash that like button if you got value out of this video. It helps us stay motivated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever we upload our new content. Also, don't forget to check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free PMP resource. Thank you and have a nice day.